Bobby Lackey Stadium, Terry Beitler along with Joey Cavillo, and we're at halftime where the score is Weslaco East 21, PSJA nothing, and the stats really bear it out, Joey. Only 50 yards of total offense in the first half for PSJA, and most of those probably came in the last 2 minutes of the half.
Well, Terry, you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast was that field position is going to be a major concern here in this game, and so far the field position has been in the favor of Weslaco East, and that's been the reason why Weslaco East has done so well. They have a shorter field to work with, along with the special teams not being there, not working exactly where they're supposed to be.
The punting or the lack of punting by PSJA has really hurt them in the first half. They have not turned the ball over too much to Weslaco East. In fact, Weslaco East has had one turnover on an exchange between the center and the quarterback. That's been about it. There haven't been any interceptions or anything like that, but just poor punts, that did it.
Poor punts and lack of just pure consistency when it comes to penalties. They've had some penalties on both sides that have kind of just ended drives, especially for PSJA.
Well, Weslaco East will be kicking off to start the second half. They lost the toss at the beginning of the ball game. The Bears deferred to the second half, and now they will take over. Remember, at the end of the first half, they were picking up yardage before the first half ran out on them. But let's see if the Wildcat defense, which was so strong in the first half, could pick up the momentum. I'm not sure about the status of Ray Flores, the man that came off the field there toward the end of the first half, Joey, number 90.
Yeah.
He had to come off a little bit, a little help with couple of the trainers, but
well, Terry, we look at stats, and sometimes stats can be, accurate when it comes to how this game is going. And one stat that was given to us earlier that really stands out to me is first downs.
Well, yeah, we said they got PSJ only had 3 first downs in the first half, and 2 of those came on that last drive toward the end of the first half.
And 11 first downs for Weslaco East, just amazing. And the fact, and it just shows you why this game is so lopsided. If you're getting first downs, you're moving the ball forward, you're getting to that end zone every single time.
All right, here we go. We're just about ready to go in the second half. The Wildcats are ready to go. Kicking off number 31, Martin Silva, all the way down to, the goal line and out of play. Remember, the Wildcats are going to have the wind behind them here in this third quarter, and that made a big difference there. So it'll be the PSJ Bears taking over the football at about the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see if the Wildcat defense can keep it up. They've thrown the shutout so far.
Well, they had 30 yards rushing in the first half, 20 yards passing, and
they being the Bears, yeah.
Them being the Bears, and the Bears. Most of the passing yards came to that last 4
or 5 plays, yeah.
Yeah, that last 4 or 5 plays of the game, and Novato has been the number 1 rusher so far for this ball club.
Well, here we go. The ball at the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Bears. They start the second half with it. Handoff. Yep, coming wide. And is that Daly? No, that's Patino.
Patino.
He got about 7 or 8 yards in the play.
Patino coming to this game as PSJ's number 1 rusher, and then all of a sudden you didn't see him in the first half, and now
is he the number 1 rusher? I thought maybe De La Cerda might be.
Patino was the number 1 rusher for this team.
Well, the Wildcats kind of get him out of bounds over there on the sideline at about the 27-yard line. It looks like, or actually, my bad, the 33-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2, high snap, but they get it back and up where the 35 and still going, and now the Wildcats get to him.
Patino showing he's going to be a
Gilbert
hard
Urbina
person to
on the
bring
stop.
down.
Yep, Urbina got the tackle.
Urbina's one of those guys that you don't want to meet carrying the ball. He's going to hit you hard.
Yep. He got a little help from Ray Almaraz, the defensive back, but enough for a first down, and PSJA starting out with the first down here to start the second half.
Well, PSJA's got one of their offensive linemen down.
Yeah, they've had some problems with injuries. Who is that down?
Looks like 74.
74? That would be Jesus Ramirez or Martinez. That would be their left tackle. Of course, that's kind of,
Or 75.
75 is Noela.
No, 70. He's 75's up, so.
Okay, my bad. Actually, 75 is Noela. And he did get hurt. But 2 games ago, he came off the field for about half the game because of an injury. 75 did. The Weslaco East had 188 yards of total offense, Joey, in that first half. Every single yard came on rushing, because I don't remember the Wildcats throwing any passes. Do you?
No, I don't.
I don't think they threw a pass in that first half.
And it was 74. Good thing he's walking off the field with his own power.
The ball is on the 40-yard line. First down and 10 as the Bears starting here in the second half. Navarro is still your quarterback.
Fumble.
Oh, he fumbles again. Can they get him in the backfield? Oh, he's broken about 3 tackles so far, but now they finally get him back at about the 29-yard line.
Finally, Santos Garcia is the one that brought him down, but after spinning around, Navarro losing touch once again with that ball, trying to spin around, get away from people. Looked like he was going to be caught right there, but then his offensive lineman kind of pushed him off.
Yeah, a little bit. But 52 for Weslaco East.
Santos Garcia
he secured it. He got into Garcia's grip. He didn't go anywhere. Second down and long. He lost about 5 yards on the play back to the 35. Man in motion. Handed off, coming wide. Cut back now and into the middle. And the Wildcats are waiting for the running back this time.
Nathan Cifuentes, the receiver.
Yep, Adami, one of the tacklers on the play. Yeah, Cifuentes, number 12, coming wide. Watch this. He gets about 4 yards. Had to cut back against the grain. And here come the Wildcats. Adami all over him, number 42 for Weslaco East. That brings up third down. The ball is at, where you want to say it, 34-yard line? Somewhere in that vicinity?
34, 35. No.
Let's see where they find
36, 37.
Okay. But he's got to go, he has to go all the way to the 50-yard line for a first down. Remember, this series started at the 40. There's another tough snap. And Navarro's looking to throw. Down the field he goes. Had a receiver, and he overthrew. That's nope, that's De La Cerda, number 19.
And I guess hand it to Mulatto in the fact that he's been able to hold on to these balls that are just seem to be firing out at will from the center.
Yeah, he has really struggled all night long with the return from the center on those little snaps. And way over the head of De La Cerda.
Shotgun formation, I mean, for Navarro has been really tough with that center just throwing that ball
And
at
I think Cifuentes, number 12, is going to punt against the wind. A little better punt this time, but not too much. Got a good bounce. He did a good bounce all the way down to about the 23-yard line. So Weslaco East starting with a little bit different. Remember the field position, they had great field position in that first half.
Well, once they changed punters to Cifuentes, Terry, they've been
you
different.
forgot to talk to him again.
About the Waterbury fan.
Yep, it's a fan and stand.
Well,
Joey was supposed to put in a good word for it. He didn't. He forgot to do it.
Sorry, Terry.
He was being entertained by some of the students.
Sorry, Terry. Cifuentes, once they changed him to the punter and switched their punters, their punting had been much better.
Here we go. First down and 10 for Weslaco East. Down about the 23-yard line. Rivas with it. Still on his feet to about the 25 or 26. Takes a couple of guys to haul him down, but he picked up about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Darren Rivas taking the first snap. I expect to see maybe a little bit more of Alex Cervantes here in the second half.
You think so?
Well, Saul Cuellar is still running hard. Cuellar had a pretty good first half. He had a pretty good first quarter, I might add.
Well, they're going to have that tackle over formation for Weslaco East, which is an extra lineman coming in on the tackle position.
Well, Cuellar is in the ball game as one of the running backs in the I formation here, ball at about the 26-yard line. Pitch out, and he goes down for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. The Bears defense that time was waiting for him, and he kind of stuffed him down big time. Lost about 3 on the play, so it's going to bring up third down and about 13 yards to go. One thing we noticed, like I said in the first half, Joey, the Wildcats did not attempt any passes, even with their other quarterback in the ballgame. I believe that Rivas is still the quarterback out there. No, Santiago just came in. Is he going to take the ball?
Rivas is going to be down as a receiver.
Yep, and Rivas is probably a better receiver. A little confusion at the line here. Santiago rolls to his right, and he's going to throw it. Up the field he goes. Oh, it is picked off at about the 38-yard line. And who's got it?
Number two.
He
fumbles
the ball. Wildcats are going to get it back. Are they? Yes. But Rivas, of all people to pick up the football, Joey, Darren Rivas picked it up at about the 2 or 3 yard line. That ball was picked off that time, as you mentioned, by number 2, Chris Manchu.
Well, Darren Rivas was looking at what happened, but look what happened right here at the end of this play, Terry. Right as Santillan tries to throw the ball, he gets hit as his ball's in by his hands in motion, and that short arms the ball and allows the DB for PSJA to get the ball, and all craziness happens right of a sudden, and Darren Rivas ends up with the ball at the 2 yard line.
Chris Manchu was the defensive back that.
But if Santillan was able to extend his arm and follow through, that pass would have been to the receiver instead of to the DB.
Well, it's going to be 1st down and 10. Weslaco East going to take it over at the 2 yard line. Straight up the middle they come. 5 yard line goes Cuellar to about the 6. And right now, Weslaco East needs to get it out of the shadow of that goalpost there, Joey. They're down. This is the deepest they've been in a long, long time.
Well, this is a better situation than having PSJ high on offense at the 10 yard line.
Yep. And I didn't see anybody hit that ball out of Manchu's hands. It
just
looked
think
like
that
it just came loose.
I just think that he saw the end zone and got excited.
He did or something, because he was wide open to the end zone and just dropped the ball. But we'll take it. 2nd down, about 6 to go. Hand off to Cuellar again, 10 yard line, and they're going to bring him down at about the 10 before they drag him back. But I would say a 3rd down, Joey, maybe 2 yards to go for a 1st down.
3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 2.
2, maybe a long 2, short 3. But they've taken 2 plays right straight up the middle. This is where Navarro or somebody like that is really going to have to block him out hard.
Well, up the middle, Terry, that's been the best formation for the Panthers. That's been the best way of running. Right now is up the middle. We got a Wildcat down.
Yeah, who was down on this play? I didn't see the camera on him, but the trainer is attending to him.
You want to commend the guys from K-West there?
Oh, yeah. We forgot to mention our big all-star. We have an all-star crew at K-West. We have Val Zamora and Don Ramirez down in the field, along with Rafael Cavazos upstairs. They're the guys that do the hardest work. They are the cameramen for this crew. Upstairs, behind us, we've got Darlene Garcia on the board, along with Joe Leal. And Julian Oliveras is running the board up there. We got our replay engineer, Mario Palacios. we got our Valley Central and K-West intern, Mallory Wells, up there as well. Mallory feeling a little under the weather, but she'll get by. She'll learn to be a trooper.
She's on injured reserve.
Yeah, injured. Yeah. And in the booth, we got myself, Terry Beitler, along with the man, Joe Cavillo.
It's not my dad.
No, Joey, I'm sorry.
That's right.
And we have football tonight and volleyball tomorrow, Joey.
I'm excited about the second part of the season coming up for Weslaco High volleyball.
Yeah, those of you that tune in, Joey is one of the volleyball coaches for the Weslaco Pantherettes this year.
Lady Panthers,
whichever you want to call it.
And then Weslaco East starts off their second.
Weslaco East is in 3rd place in the
district.
Yep,
very good team going out there. I mean, they've played the Panthers.
Who we got coming off the field here?
I think like 77 or 72.
Is that an offensive lineman? It looks like it.
Offensive lineman.
If that's 77, that would be the center, and that could be a blow. That's Jerry Deaconini. That who is 77?
Looks like Deaconini.
Deaconini is the center. I'm not sure if they're going to bring in to back him up, but center is a very vital position there.
Well, we've had those bad snaps, Terry. We've got to be careful with that and making sure that...
He's getting some help from some of his teammates now, so it must be a fairly... I would say it's a leg injury of some sort, maybe a knee. We don't know. We're not doctors. We're not going to speculate.
2 of his teammates picked him up, carrying him off the field.
3rd down and about 3 yards to go here for the Wildcats, deep in their own territory. Pitch out to Cuellar, 10-yard line, 15, 20. He's got the 1st down. Good job by the Weslaco East Wildcats. Saul Cuellar behind a lot of blocking that time. He got up near the 20-yard line. Only had to get to the 12, but he got the 1st down with some to spare.
We're handed to Rivas in the center, in that center quarterback exchange. A brand new center in there, that can cause a lot of problems for a center quarterback exchange.
Well, it's 1st and 10 at about the 20-yard line, so Weslaco East got out. Now let's see what they can do with the ball. Now let's see if they can get that drive started here. This drive started at about the 2 after the turnover by the PSJA Bears. Rivas under center again. Hand off the first man. Is that Ryan Navarro up to about the 22, 23? Nope. That is
Jesse Segura.
Segura, number 24, different runner that time. But he was playing the up back, or the position that Navarro usually plays, as the kind of the fullback. Candelaria on the stop for the Bears, number 44. So a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the play. In fact, the scoreboard is saying 4. We're more than halfway through this third quarter already, Joey. 21-0 our score. And Rivas power eye to the right. Hand off right up the middle. And over the 25-yard line. That's Saul Cuer running like him. Yep, that's who it is.
Again, once again, sir, look at how Rivas gets down so low, gets that center exchange, and then not only that, Terry, you look at the fact that the ball's coming out a little bit later than what it was earlier. Last time we had that fumble, and that's exactly what it was. That center quarterback exchange.
That's going to bring them another big third down play here. It was third down before, now it's third down and 5, Joey. They need a couple more yards than they had before. Let's see if they can do something here. They bring Navarro to the left side of the line. And they go that way. 25, tripped up at about the 28-yard line. Ball is still. I thought the ball was down by contact, but he was short. He was short of the first down by about 2 yards. They're going to have to punt the football. Now, the one advantage they do have, Joey, is they have the wind behind them.
We're looking for the line judge to make some kind of decision. He
was down before the ball ever popped out. I mean,
but at least you see them trying to make some kind of signal that it was down.
Are they going to punt the football? I got fourth down.
They're going to be in that little pooch formation. Right. No, they're not.
And who punted last time? They changed punters like they changed running backs. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line. Now they move up a little bit. Punter is back at about the 17. Here's a kick coming. Good kick that time with the wind behind him. And let's see where it goes at about the 40. And Weslaco East is going to be all over the ball carrier at that point.
Well, what a great decision not to go ahead and take the risk of going for the ball and getting, maybe trying to go for it and fourth down and short.
Punt return by Bobby Guajardo, number 6. And now the Weslaco East defense is going to be put to the test here. Where did he pick that ball up? At about the 34-yard line? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So 16 and 23, about almost a 39 to 40-yard punt. But good coverage by the special teams that time. As Navarro comes out of the sideline to lead his team, Jesus Navarro, the senior quarterback, rolling to the right. There, nope, a handoff up the middle to about the 43-yard line. I don't know if that was Patino or not. Or the coach is talking to the players right now. The offensive team over there on the sideline being talked to. All at the 44-yard line. Navarro again.
And up the middle.
And, they tripped him up at about the 45, 46-yard line. Got a little view looking right up at the press box from the guys on the horns. Did you ever play in the band, Joe?
Never did.
Okay. That's Patino with for the football.
With the band.
Yep.
Did you play any instruments, sir?
No, my brother was a horn player, but I was not. My sister played a clarinet or a flute.
My dad played the sax.
Another problem. And this time I think the Wildcats might have it. Yeah, they
sure did.
Yeah, that's one of the few turnovers. And I'll tell you, all night long, PSJA has had a major problem coming up to the ball. Is that Miavi, number 84?
Well, it goes back to you talked about it. This center quarterback exchange out of that shotgun formation has been horrible all night long. They've kind of gotten away with it, and you had Navarro kind of saving the team from losing the ball, and this time he couldn't save them.
Yeah, they've been that's at least a half a dozen times that he has taken a high snap, but this time it cost him. And it gives the Wildcats great field position here, Joey, with 2:47 to go to the end of the quarter. Weslaco East needs to score some points here. Hand off to the inside man. Still with the ball is Navarro down to about the 32-yard line. Ryan Navarro He was just, there's no other way of saying it, Joe. He's bullying his way.
He's a perfect fullback.
I feel like when he's bullying the ball, I feel like we're in the stock market. We're either bulling or bearing.
you got Novato is a perfect fullback, running the ball not a lot. He's not going to break any tackles. Not going to run any big yardage, but he's going to get the yards you need.
Ball at the 32-yard line. Rivas keeps it. Oh, and he's down. Darren Rivas tried to do something with it, but he was knocked down very quickly on the play by one of the linebackers, number 22, Christian Sanchez, for the Bears. Nice play on that particular one.
It looked like it was a bad snap that broken play. That wasn't a designed quarterback sneak.
Well, they got a first down before. It's second down and 10, so no gain on the play. Rivas, I formation behind him here. Pitch out to Cuellar. Trying to get wide. No, he's not going to go anywhere this time at the 35-yard line.
Seems like PSJA knew exactly what was going to be coming up.
Well, you know something, Joey? We're going to our left side almost every single time. And you do have to vary it from time to time. And the Bears are going to adjust.
So basically you're saying that they know where we're going.
Well, I would say that, yes. If I can figure this out, I'm sure as smart as the Bears are, they can figure this out too, you know.
Don't throw yourself short, Terry.
No, I'm not a football guru. Here we go. Rivas out of the huddle. Going left again. 35, 30. And that's about it. Maybe the 29-yard line goes Saul Cuellar. But it's going to bring up another third down here. What do we want to say? Is it third down or fourth down? Might even be fourth down.
4th and 10. That's what they're saying.
Well, the ball is
should be more 4th and 6, though.
The ball is at the 28-yard line. Ball at the 28. Yeah, I'm looking down there. I see the flag. I would say it's fourth and 6 or 7.
Now the scoreboard says 4th and 6.
Okay.
Offsides on PSJA.
Oh, are they going to be called? I haven't seen too many penalties. Did any yellow hankies come out that time?
I didn't see anything, but I saw PSJA jumping offsides. They're not going to get them
nope,
offsides.
We're going to turn the ball over in downs, and once again, here we go. Getting the ball into the middle this time. We've only thrown one pass, and it was picked off, Joey. The one pass was intercepted.
That wasn't Santiago's fault on that one. I mean, that was he wasn't able just to follow through with the ball, and that makes a big difference. If you're not able to follow through with your throw, that's going to stop. That's why it ran short like it.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Bears. Ball at about the 27, 28-yard line. Oh, there's problems in the backfield. Weslaco has picked it up. Is that
goodness. Where did that come from? That was crazy. That's number 64, Terry. That's going to be Marcos Arroyo for Weslaco East. And again, another problem with the exchange for PSJA.
Yep.
The ball went up in the air right there.
No, he tried to hand it off.
And all of a sudden, it's up in the air. Who's going to get the ball?
Well, Adami
bounce off the ground, and look who ends up with it. 64 says, hello.
Arroyo. He's got hit. There's a thrill for a defensive lineman, that's got to be the thrill of a lifetime. He's going to go home and then say, Mom, I scored a touchdown. And they'll look at him and say,
that's exactly what Coach Guzman wants, your defense to score. Now 2-point conversion.
Yep. Rivas going to the corner and cutting back. Did he make it? No.
They're going to say he was down short by short a half yard.
Short of the goal line. So that makes the score 27-0 with 54 seconds to go in the quarter.
Right there, up in the air, all of a sudden.
Adami had batted it. It looks like he's batting again. He's kind of playing with the ball. And then he finally gets it to Arroyo. He goes in and scores. But Adami is the one that caused most of the problems there.
That looks like something you'd see on the football follies that they used to have.
Exactly. But, that was not the snap that time. That was the exchange between the quarterback and the halfback.
So that once it was still,
but it's an exchange problem. Yeah, Navarro's in the middle.
Navarro's the one that's causing the problem right there. But man, I mean that was like what you would see on the NFL football follies.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was the one that did that, Terry?
We need with the guys upstairs. We might have to submit that to the ESPN crew. How about that? That might make the bloopers of the week.
Well, 54 seconds left in the third quarter, Terry.
It certainly should be a Channel 5 nominee
game.
for Play of the Week.
Marco Arroyo, defensive lineman, getting the score.
That would have to definitely be a Channel 5 nominee for Play of the Week. They always nominate 3 plays.
Well, what name would you come up with on?
I don't know. Whoop, you take it. No, I don't want it. You take it. Something like that.
Look what I found.
The scoreboard is out on our side over there. But I will tell you, fans at home, the score is 27-0 in favor of the Weslaco East Wildcats. The extra point attempt was no good as Rivas was stopped short of the goal line.
That ball went out of bounds or went out of the end zone. Here we're going to watch it again.
Yep, here we go. There's the problem between him and Patino. And look at Adami. Hits it again. Adami's holding the ball. Finally gets it to one of his teammates. And you have to give Adami, I would give Adami an assist, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you could definitely
Arroyo gets the touchdown, but I would give Adami an assist.
Adami was excited to see that ball in his hands, almost in his hands.
Oh,
another one.
There's the 25-yard line, and Patino's got it, and boy, he's getting nowhere. He maybe got no gain on the play.
Ramiro Mendoza on the tackle.
Right. But almost every time, I mean,
another one.
He needs to either get back a yard or get a new center.
I think the center thinks he's in punt formation.
He might be because it's coming from the center.
Personal foul. Black below the waist. On the offense.
And the penalty, you can hear black below the waist.
So wheels are falling off
PSJA
right now.
They're going off the wagon big time here. The ball, there was no gain in the play. The line of scrimmage, Joey, was the 25-yard line. That's where you got the ball back to. Now it's going to cost them probably 10 yards. I've got to believe on a block below the waist or something of that nature, whatever it was called.
That's that's the personal foul, isn't it?
Well, if it's either 10 yards or half the distance of the goal.
Well,
that's
one of the
5
two. Right there.
Yeah.
That's 10.
Well, let's see. The 25-yard line was the line of scrimmage.
So that'll be
12 and a half.
Be 15 yards.
Yep, 12 and a half to 13. That's about where it's going.
Right,
he's got the calipers out and he's doing all those adjustments.
I'm just waiting for you to say, you're right, Joey.
Yep. Well, anyway, Navarro is not having a good game.
And the center and Navarro just not in sync tonight.
So, and that's been several plays. It's not been like one or two. It's been several. This time he gets a good snap, quick pass out here to the side, up to the 20-yard line, pushing guys out. Good gain that time, back to about the 25, which is kind of the original line of scrimmage here.
At the end of the second quarter, Terry, this is what was working for. Yeah,
Cifuentes is the ball carrier, is the receiver on the play.
These little passes was what was working for PSJA. Right now, that's maybe what they're going to be doing. They're going to be going back to that would work.
Well, they're right back to the 25 here again. Remember, this is where this all started, was the 25. Is that the end of the quarter?
That's the end of the quarter.
Okay, we've played 3 quarters here at Bobby Lackey, and after 3 is Weslaco East 27, PSJA nothing. Dominating, especially defensively, 27-0. Let's see what the Bears do here. Another high snap, but they get it. And is that Navarro still with the ball up to the 30, 31, 32-yard line. They needed to go to about the 35 or 36. But remember, everything started back at the 25-yard line. They went backwards and then forwards. And is that going to bring up 3rd down or 4th down?
Let me bring up 4th down. No, it's going to be, actually, I think they're going to get a first down.
Remember, there was a penalty. There was a penalty on the very first play that went back 12 and a half yards. And then the pass play.
3rd and 2.
Yep, that's about right. They need to come up to the 35-yard line. They're actually about 3rd and 3 here. They're at the 32-yard line. And Navarro hands off.
Fumble.
Oh, another fumble on the play. I think the Bears recovered, but he was hit hard. He being the PSJ Bear. Yep, there is a fumble.
Running back exchange was what happened there, and all of a sudden just a big pow.
Well, this has been a game of mistakes for the Bears so far.
Well, hey, you know what's a shame about it is that the fact that PSJ is killing themselves. They have put together some runs, they put together some good stuff, and all of a sudden they just killed themselves.
Here's a kicker going here, And down to, and
fumble.
Weslaco East.
Weslaco East now.
They fumble the ball. Who's going to come up with that? I think
Looks like PSJA is going to get the.
So a fumble on the punt. And
the
Bear, one tit for tat, I guess is how that works. And we got one of the bosses up here. So.
Thank you.
So what happened here? Just mishandled.
Yeah, mishandled the punt return. But that's a big break for PSJ High right now with the whole fourth quarter left.
Yeah, Almaraz is usually he's shaking himself. Now the defense going to have to step up. This is by far and away the Bears' best field position of the night here after the Wildcat turnover. Navarro's got a receiver out at the 30. Cifuentes, 20-yard line, and he is hammered by J.R. Villarreal, and one of the Wildcats is down. That's number 8. Is that Mendoza?
Number 8, Mendoza. He was going in for the tackle.
Yep. He hit his helmet or something.
Yeah, he hurt his knee. It looks like
is that what it is? His knee. They're down to about the 19-yard line. Yeah, we're starting to catch some guff from the peanut gallery, I guess.
You got a lot of friends up here, Terry.
I do, yeah. Ball at the 19-yard line.
If only we had a camera up here to see some of the silliness that happens.
This is a family show.
The silliness.
So we have an injury for the Wildcats. It looks like Mendoza is down, and that's one of the first turnovers the Wildcats have committed. I mean, in the danger zone, so to speak. Remember, they had one early in the ball game as they were trying to drive in for a touchdown, where they had some problems between the quarterback and the center's exchange. Here, it was fielding the punt, and
that was the first major mistake for Weslaco East. It's been mainly on PSJ High side that they've had the problem holding on to the ball.
It's been incredible. That's supposed to be the simplest exchange there is in football, is between the center and the quarterback. But of course, maybe that spread formation,
a shotgun formation, really makes a big difference.
We don't know what's going on with the center tonight, but the ball's at the 19-yard line.
I mean, do they have a new center?
That might be. I don't think they do. But
have they now worked out a shotgun formation before? I mean, that could be something that we don't know about. But right now, our concern is with big number 8 for Weslaco East.
Yeah. So there must a little timeout here. And I think he looks all right. He's limping a little bit, but Mendoza's gonna have to come out for at least one play. But he's trying to walk it off on his own.
Well, that's a good sign when he comes off the field walking off.
He's limping a little bit, but the last thing you want to do is get banged up in this late year. Reminder: the score is 27-0. The Wildcats are leading over the PSJ Bears. The Wildcats trying to go to, was it 3-1 or 2-1 in district? 2-1 in district, I guess.
2-1.
Yep. The Bears already 2-1 there.
Terry, this is the deepest PSJ has gotten so far.
Well, that was all because of a turnover. But we're just about ready to go again. Navarro has got his team back on the field. It is second down and about 1 here. Picked up 9 on that pass play. Well, there's another high snap. He's got it at the 20, and he's going to get the first down, I believe. But he didn't get much more than that. Adami on the tackle, along with Aurora.
Look at how high that snap is.
Yeah, he got to it. But like I said, if he'd moved back about a yard, I think he'd be just about right. Maybe he's just too close to the center. Because that seems to be where the missed timing is between the distance between the center and the quarterback here. Or maybe somebody's over the top of the center. It looks like maybe Weslaco East is really putting pressure on the center here.
Well, Navarro's kind of limping a little bit, Jerry. If you notice it,
he's taking some hits.
Yeah, he's kind of limping just a little bit. Another high snap.
Lofts it up toward the end zone. Did he catch it or not? It looked like he did.
And that's going to be a touchdown.
Yep, it is. Pass caught by, it looked like number 1.
Taylor Santiago.
Yeah, and Santiago, we mentioned he was out of the lineup. Now he's back in as a wide receiver. Normally he was a quarterback.
Well, due to his knee injury, Terry, that's why he hasn't been playing. And you see that brace.
Yeah,
you see that brace on him. He's one of their best players. But
nice catch too.
Might as well use him right now. We can get some
J.R. Villarreal all over him as a defender that time. But the Bears are on the board here. in the fourth quarter. 9:45 to go.
Penalty flag.
Yep. 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Now the score 27-6.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So a penalty against the Bears. Are going to move it back 5. That'll just mean the extra point is going to be back 5 yards. But give them credit. They took advantage of the Weslaco East turnover. And the Bears finally got on the board here with 9:45 to go in the game, trailing 27-6 against the Weslaco East Wildcats.
And PSJ took their shot.
Yeah, Santillano, I don't think he's played in 2 or 3 weeks. He had been out with an injury. If I remember right, he was a quarterback at one time. I think he was the starting quarterback early on in the season. Now they're waving off the penalty.
Penalty flag is waved now.
Interesting.
So now they're going to go back to the original.
Yep. I think they're still going to go for 1 here. They still have the man out to kick. Is that Rios? Brandon Rios, number 85. Left foot kicker. High snap back. The kick is up. Almost blocked, but gets it through the uprights and good. So 9:45 to go in the ball game.
Penalty flag coming out the end of that one.
Weslaco East leading 27-7.
Little chippiness coming
well,
by way of PSJA.
That's another thing. This isn't PSJ North, but a week ago tonight, PSJA was involved in a major brawl in the football game against.
Personal foul on the defense.
Oh, this is against Weslaco East.
Penalty will be accessed at the kickoff.
Well, as I mentioned, PSJA was involved in a skirmish a week ago against the city rival PSJ North because of something that happened over there.
Point after is good.
Because, of course, that was a city rivalry between those two teams. So PSJ, they play with a little bit of an edge.
And we're looking at a touchdown pass.
Well, that's a touchdown pass. I'm not sure what the personal foul was, but it's going to cost him 15 yards. And now with a wind behind him, PSJ can actually kick it right out of the field of play here.
What Weslaco East needs to do right now is just
gather momentum. Need to calm down and run the ball or actually take some time off the clock.
You know, one of the things that's been lost here about this whole thing is not just the mistakes that PSJ has been doing, but, you know, once again, this Weslaco East defense from Coach Guzman doing its job, coming in and basically shutting them out until that mistake by special teams.
Well, the special teams is what caused they gave the Bears a short field, about the 26-yard line.
Yeah.
And
but
almost any team can score when you only have to go 26 yards to score.
Well, hand it to Coach Guzman and his defensive squad and set up a good game plan for tonight and putting some pressure on Novato.
Well, they're going to kick off from about the 50-yard line. Actually, this penalty looks like it was against the Bears because they're back. They're not back. They're back.
I think he said Weslaco.
Yeah. I think you made a mistake there on the penalty because the Wildcats have got it at about the 20-yard line. 25, 30, still going. That is Tommy Maldonado. I was wondering when Tommy was going to handle the ball tonight.
We hadn't seen him with the ball tonight at all, Terry.
So the penalty obviously was not against the Wildcats. It was against the Bears. So it was marked off on the kickoff. So they actually gave the Wildcats a few extra yards on the kickoff and gave them pretty good field position to start this drive here.
Well, the referee having a tough time at it tonight.
Yeah. It's got kind of confusing here in the second half. The first half was kind of smooth, but the second half has been kind of
left and right.
Well, yeah, interesting. We're down to 9:40 left to go in the ball game here, Joey. Haven't been many timeouts called, and there hasn't been much in the way of passing, which eliminates a lot of incomplete passes. Handoff up the middle to about the 37-yard line. And the Bears, all of a sudden, have got very aggressive out there. That was Saul Cuellar again. But if the Wildcats can have a long drive here, they don't really need to get it all in one play.
And they can basically put this game away with a long drive.
I think 3 or 4 timeouts, they could really bring it down. 9:13 to go in the ball game. And actually, the clock is still counting down. Second down and about 9. He only picked up about 1 yard in the play. Ball at about the 37-yard line. Rivas pitch out to Cuellar trying to get left. And he gets maybe no gain in the play. And there is the play again. To the left, to the left, to the left. And the left side of that line is having to do the job tonight. Is that Segura, number 24, out there in front of him?
That looked like
That's what it looked like, yeah. So the Wildcat fans and cheerleaders are keeping everybody involved in this game. So no gain on the play. Third down at about 9 for Weslaco East. Out of a shotgun this time. And no gain in the play.
Didn't fool the linebackers for West
No,
School.
he kept the ball in the running back belly for a while. That's going to bring up fourth down, so 3 plays and you're out. And the Wildcats are going to have to punt. The line of scrimmage will be about the 37-yard line. Fourth down at about 9. And the clock the clock is actually about 7:40 and counting down here in this fourth quarter. So to the advantage of the Weslaco East Wildcats, leading 27-7 here. Are they going to kick or not? They got that real short. Yep, they're going to kick.
Another pooch kick.
Yep, a low kick down to about the 32, picked up there by De La Cerda. Oh, Wildcats all over the ball. Urbina in on it.
Urbina bringing him down hard.
That was De La Cerda, one of the running backs who was a punt returner at that time, and he got hit a couple times, and Urbina really wrapped him up at the end there. So, Joey, we got 7:15 to go on the clock, and PSJA down by at least 3 scores, 27-7. Now let's see what the Weslaco East defense can do when PSJA has to go the length of the field here. Ball at about the 37-yard line here.
That's right, 36.
Yep. Navarro on the run and throws short, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Intended over there on the sideline.
Well, great penetration by the Weslaco East defensive line, specifically getting in there and causing some havoc.
That ball intended for number 10 that time. And it was incomplete. So second down and 10 for PSJA. Another pass at about the 39-yard line, but immediately stopped on the play that time. Is that number 2 or number 3? Number 3. But he didn't get any. After he caught the ball, he got no yardage on the play. It's going to bring up third down and about 6 for the Bears as they look over to the sideline trying to get this play. Everybody come up to the line of scrimmage now. Navarro trying to do something here. High snap again. Handoff.
Fumble.
Oh, fumble. The ball is on the field again. Try to pick it up again. Now the Wildcats.
That's Urbina.
Urbina's got it.
Yeah, you're not going to wrestle anything out of Urbina's hands.
Nope. He's a wrestler and he's strong. Yep. Another turnover for the Bears. A high snap, but that's not what caused it. That's the turnover was right there when they grabbed onto the ball.
You look at Urbina. He wanted to pick up that ball. With two Wildcats trying to get it, but
Wildcats
right
have
there.
already scored one touch. The Wildcats have already scored one touchdown tonight on the defense.
Urbina turning around and making sure he gets the ball underneath him. That's a wrestling move right there, Terry.
6:27 to go in the ball game. This would be good if the Wildcats could put 6 more points on the board. They could really put it away here. Under center is Rivas. Now it's time to go right. Well, they try to go up the middle, but no gain on the play. I believe that was Segura.
Yeah, I think so, too. 24.
24 is Segura.
And there's Gilbert.
Yep, there's Urbina. Yeah, what happened there?
He's looked like he's been put to the ringer tonight.
No gain on the play. The ball at the 25-yard line, second down and 10. So right now, Weslaco East in kind of a funk as far as gaining yards are concerned. And we're under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. The ladies in pink for PSJA, I believe.
Yes.
Here we go. Look at all the people around Rivas this time. Wow. Handoff. 30-25. So Quare down inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. Boy, he has a convoy with him that time.
And if you look at the blocking, Terry, that's what made it.
Yeah, look
at number 99. 99 ends up on his back right there. Has no idea where he's going. Sauco goes around him And by the time he knows that
there's
he's
a
on his back.
pancake there, yeah. And 99's a big boy.
Yeah.
99 is one of the big boys on that team. But yeah, he got pancaked that time. That's going to bring up third down and about 4. Pick up of about 6 or 7 yards in play. The ball inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line here, actually about the 20. Pitch out coming the other way. The Cuellar gets to the 20. Hits a guy, spins at about the 18-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down, but it's fourth down, and what's going on right now is that time marches on, as the old saying goes, down to about 4:45 and counting down, and the Wildcats have the ball, and they're near the red zone of the PSJA Bears.
And right now, and you said it correctly, the time is not PSJ's friend right now.
But turnovers and defense by the Wildcats tonight have been the story. The ball is at the 18-yard line. Fourth down and about 4 is what the score clock is showing. We got 4:15 to go in the ball game, Joey. And the play clock just ran out, so somebody just called timeout.
They called timeout?
Yep.
Timeout.
Wildcats?
Weslaco East.
Yep. Weslaco East called a timeout with
First timeout.
4:11 to go on the fourth quarter clock. Once again, big shout outs to the K-West crew tonight. They've done a great job. Everybody involved. Rafael Cavazos, Don Ramirez, Val Zamora. Who else? Oh, we forgot Gabe Cruz. I think he's helping out tonight too, isn't he?
Well, Gabe Cruz always has the students out here.
Yep, he does. Oh, we forgot. Is it Mondo or Amador? The young man that...
you had to ask me. I think
Amador?
something like that. He's helping out.
Yeah, he's helping out. He does a lot of the student work down there in the field.
No, we've won a Gabe Cruz, former students, coming out and helping out.
I was going to give credit to Damien, but he didn't come tonight.
Damien had to go to a concert, so he was able to get the stats tonight.
Well, when you're young, that happens. There's that defensive touchdown that was it Arroyo that scored?
Yep.
Well, here we go. Play back in here. Fourth down and 4. They're going to throw. Wow. Into the end zone. Oh, and almost picked off. Oh, man. Out of nowhere came the defender that time. It looked like they had the man open. That's number 2, Manchu again.
He had Nevada wide open right there.
Yeah,
and Manchu almost got that ball.
Yeah, he underthrew the ball, and Manchu came out of nowhere to almost pick it off. But Wildcats are going to end up, right now, they have 0 yards passing tonight. They have not completed a pass. They've only attempted about 2 or 3. One of them was intercepted.
We're handed to PSJA High's defense for stopping the Wildcats.
They're going to take over on downs at 4 with 4:04 left to go in the ball game. So now, again, I don't know. Have the problem with between the center and the quarterback, is that going to go away or not here? Nope. Good snap back.
Reverse.
Yep. A reverse coming the other way at the 20-yard line. 25. They almost got him out of bounds. That's Cifuentes, and he's wrapped up at about the 30.
Gilbert Urbina getting him.
And he got enough for a first down, but that took up a lot of time as we're down to 3:51 to go here. And you're right, a little reverse going that time. And Cifuentes, you could almost call it what they used to call the end around.
Yeah.
And good running by the back, but the Wildcats, he went toward the Wildcat bench too much in black over there. The east side was strong side on that play. And Navarro again, rolling to his right. Still looking. Up the field he comes. Almost picked off by the Wildcats this time. Tommy Maldonado says, hey, I haven't caught a pass all night. I want to get one. And he came out of nowhere. Almost picked that one off on the pass from Navarro. Watch this one here. Right about there. Jumped in front of the receiver and almost had one. So Navarro will try it again here. 3:41 to go in the ball game. Weslaco East leading 27-7 over the Bears here in district play. Navarro again rolling. Nope. He's looking to his right. He got a receiver cutting in.
Little screen pass.
And over up near midfield. Still going. Finally, the Wildcats wrap him up at the 50-yard line. Urbina is in the middle of the final stop.
Well, Terry, that was one of the plays that was very successful in the part of the second quarter. At the end of that second quarter, that play right there was just right for something big to happen for PSJA.
on the reception that time, number 3 for the Bears. This time, do they got it? They have Navarro. They've got him sacked back in the. That's Adami back at about the 47-yard line. Juan Adami, number 42, finally able to bring the quarterback down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Adami's been busy tonight, chasing after Navarro, chasing after fumbles, but right there, the pressure given by number 64. That's going to.
No, it was 84, I believe.
Marcus Arroyo was in there as well. So that's number 64 there.
Was it 64 or 84?
It looked like 64 to me.
Okay. Long yardage to go. A little movement by the left tackle. And Navarro's up the field. Has he got a man out there? Throws it long, almost picked off, but Tommy Maldonado again. But that pass was a little maybe ill-advised. 2:43 to go in the ball game.
Well, Tommy looked like he was the receiver there for a little bit.
Second down and about 12, and kind of hesitated on the throw. Yeah, Maldonado actually had a better shot at getting it to 2 number 3s doing battle there. That's Mike Montemayor, number 3. So now it is third down and about 11 or 12 yards to go. Ball at about the 49-yard line. Navarro, the quarterback, gone all the way at that position. Takes a handoff over the middle. He's got a receiver at about the 40, 39. Montemayor dropped it by Maldonado, so a couple of number 3s doing a job there. Montemayor is slow getting up here. Actually, he's not just slow. He's pounding the turf. He's not too happy with himself.
He really wanted that ball.
Well, let's see if he had a shot at it. I think he did. Yeah, he did. He just dropped it. He just dropped the football, and that's why he was frustrated with himself. 2:37 to go in the ball game. Fourth down and about 10 yards to go. Actually, about 11. Ball at the 49-yard line. Big play for the Bears. This is their last one. Fourth down. Navarro up the field he comes. Is it caught? I think it is. About the 32-yard line. Wow, good effort that time. That's Cifuentes, Nathan Cifuentes, number 12, who's been part of this offense all night long. Finally was able to catch a pass from Navarro. And he is brought down, getting nowhere to go by J.R. Villarreal. But you can tell this is not the most comfort thing for the Bears, having a throw all the time. Navarro again to throw. Still looking. Takes off and runs. Still going.
Arroyo right there.
He just didn't get rid of it. Coverage sack, you might want to call that one.
Yeah.
Ball at the 32-yard line. And Arroyo again on the stop.
I'm out.
And I was wondering if Navarro was going to actually throw the ball away because he had nobody out there in the pattern that was available for him.
The defensive backs are busy while all that scrambling is going on there. 2:11 to go in the ball game, Joey. 27-7. Weslaco East on the verge of increasing their district record here. I'm not sure who they have next week. San Benito.
I think you're right.
Yep. And then the following week is the game.
That's the one.
Tahnako Bowl number 2.
That's the one that the Weslaco fans have been circling since.
Yeah. And this year, both teams to me are very evenly matched. I think it'll be a great ball game.
And last year, Weslaco High was home team. This year, they'll be the visiting team.
So it is it second downs? It's got to be first down. I think you got enough for a first down in that play. He did.
Navarro.
Yep. Ball at the about the 34-yard line. Navarro looking things over again. Actually, the chain crew saying second down. Over the middle he comes and almost picked off by is it Ray Almaraz or was it? No, it was number 15. My bad. What is his name on the roster? Number 15, Joey. I'm going to put you to work.
Ciro Rojas.
Okay, Ciro Rojas, and he had it and dropped it.
Wow. What a good effort.
At about the 20-yard line, 30-yard line. Here we go again. Third down for the Bears. Navarro straight back drop, still dropping over the middle and throws again. Got a receiver out there at about the 12-yard line. And just like they did at the end, or just a little bit ago, they're threatening to score. That was Nathan Cifuentes on the catch.
Well, Cifuentes being their number one guy so far when it comes to receiving.
Here we go again. First down and 10 about the 12-yard line. And Navarro is going to spike it, or now is there the penalty marker just went in? I thought.
We're going to stop the clock at 1:51.
Well, he just downed the ball. Normally you see people down in the ball right under center. This time he gets it 5 yards back and then he throws it down. Better watch out though. If the Wildcats come in there too fast, they might intercept it before it hits the ground. Here we go. Navarro again, rolling to his right, still rolling.
Penalty for that coming in.
And ball into the end zone. There could have been another penalty. I don't know. Maldonado on the coverage for the Wildcats, but immediately on
chop block on the
chop
offense.
block against the Bears, and that's
there.
Yeah, right there. We just saw it, and the pass was thrown kind of the inside. Maldonado on the reception or on the coverage, that is, for the Wildcats. A minute 45 to go in the ball game, Joey. This is going to hurt him on this drive toward the end zone. Let's see where they finally bring the ball back to. The ball, remember, it was at the 12-yard line. The line of scrimmage was. A little slow getting to where they're going to mark it here.
Near the 25-yard line?
Did they have to discuss it? I guess 25 or 26. Right. Yeah, about the 26. So here we go. Second down and long. They need to get near. They need to go down to about the 2-yard line for a first down. Navarro over the middle into the end. Oh, big hit there about the 3-yard line on De La Cerda, number 19, one of the running backs. He was in the pass route that time, but he got hammered just about the time he touched the ball.
Well, pressure coming from the far side. Yep. Navarro had to get rid of it quick.
And look at this.
Laid out his receiver almost.
Who was that? Was that number 15 again? Rojas leading into him? Yep, sure was.
Somebody down for PSJA.
Yeah, looks like it. And they're tending to somebody out there. 1:39 to go. You can see that left side of the scoreboard not working. But believe me, Joey, we do have 27 points. And the only points in this half, Joey, I believe, have been on that defensive touchdown.
Well, that's Navarro that went down, and I think I saw one of the coaches signaling to the referees that they're roughing the passer. So I think they were looking for roughing the passer.
Is this going to bring Santillan back into the ballgame? Remember this Taylor Santillan, number 1, who caught the only score for the Bears tonight, used to be the quarterback on this team.
See who they're going to bring in.
So they've called a timeout. Everybody's kind of clearing off the beat, although the Wildcats are back on the field. The line of scrimmage is going to be about the 26-yard line. Second down and about 24 to go. They have to go down to about the 2-yard line to get a first down.
They're bringing in number 16, Terry, and he's not on our roster.
Okay. He's going to have the football back over the middle. He's got a pass, and another bump. Oh, my. The Wildcats are saying, get out of my zone here. You're in my turf now. Knocking him down, number 5 for Weslaco East.
And some of those.
And number 5 on our. You know who that is? That's Darren Rivas. Darren Rivas is the defensive back. Of course, you know, they've got extra defensive backs on the field. Darren Rivas is a quarterback that said, you hit me, I'm going to get a shot now. I'm playing defense now.
Well, Navarro coming back into the game.
Okay, he had to come out for one play. So the ball at the 26, they need to go to the 2. It's third down and long for the Bears. Snap back to Navarro. He throws it toward the end zone and almost picked off by the end zone by J.R. Villarreal. And the momentum took him in. They were throwing for Taylor Santillan again, but this time J.R. won the battle, and Wildcats will get it on a touchback back to the 20-yard line. He had to throw it up there, and as he did, J.R. went up and got it. Of course, J.R. is one of the top receivers on the Wildcats, playing a defensive back.
Well, he's a tall guy, Terry. He's got those long arms.
So anyway, the Wildcats are going to take over the ball 1 minute, 28 seconds, and counting down at the 20-yard line. At least that's where I think they should have it. It's a 20. Yep. Yeah. It's a touchback. As Navarro lofts it up there, and nice pass to J.R. Villarreal. But that's the wrong man. He's wearing the wrong color. Handoff. And looks like
fumble.
Is it a fumble or just strip the ball? Then that would be Guajardo. Are they going to counter or not?
No flags, no stoppage.
What happened? What happened there? Is that going to be a touchdown for the Bears? Wow, what a turnaround that is. That didn't take but a few seconds. They hand off to Saul Cuellar.
So we're going to lose the ball right there
you
before it
did,
gets to the line of scrimmage.
And they just picked it up clean, ran it into the end zone from about 20 yards out. So it's a 20-yard fumble recovery by Bobby Guajardo, number 6. And the Bears get it on defense. You don't want to get too sloppy. I mean, the Wildcats have a big lead here, but that's going to be a concern. That's a play that didn't need to happen there. Rios is going to try the extra point attempt here. The kick on the way. It's up and it's good, I believe. It is. 1:18 to go in the ball game, and the Wildcats leading 27-14. A stunning touchdown here by the Bear defense against the Wildcats. Another turnover by Weslaco East.
What a weird set of events.
Oh,
there.
yeah, exactly.
You had a big interception that stopped with a big defensive stop, and then all of a sudden, one play later, and PSJA is back on the board.
Well, 2 fumbles tonight. 1 fumble on the punt return, and another fumble here on just a routine off-tackle play. And you got to give the Bears credit. They're not quitting. I know Coach Brigette is not too happy with the situation right now. He's saying, hold on to the ball. Because you know, and I know, Joe, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to know that it's going to be an onside kick coming up here. And if I remember, was it last year that the Wildcats had all kinds of trouble on
that was against,
onside?
That was against PSJA North.
Yeah, there was other plays through the season, but it directly cost them a game against PSJA North.
Yeah, PSJA North was their first loss in the new district as a 5A team.
Exactly.
And it happened to be the first game of the first district game.
I was thinking it cost them against Nicky Rowe last year as well. Anyway, here we go. We're looking for an onside kick. I don't know if we would be shocked if they did anything else here. Let's see if the kicker got the memo here.
You're right.
Yep. And he kicked it out of bounds. That's going to give the Wildcats the ball. But they basically just have to hang on to the thing. You know, the first half of this game, Joey, was pretty clean. The second half has been kind of ragged.
Yeah, it's been a weird second half.
And not only on the Weslaco East side, but on the Bear side, because the Bears really have hurt themselves big time in this game with all
Kick out of bounds. 5 yards from the out of bounds spot. First down.
But, you know, the Bears' biggest problem tonight, Joey, has been the exchange between the center and the quarterback. That's what's really killed them all night long. The ball is at the 46-yard line in Bear territory. Let's see if the Wildcats can hang on to it. They've got a minute. There's still about a minute and 18 left to go. There was no time elapsed on that last play. Rivas is your quarterback. And he's got a quarterback sneak going about 2-3 yards down to, well, a 41, 40-yard line. And we got all kinds of players pushing each other around a little bit. But that's a smart move. Darren Rivas taking the ball just from the center and going right straight ahead with it.
Timeout. PSJA.
So the Bears look like they have about one timeout left with 1:09 to go. And the score right now is Weslaco East 27, PSJA 14. Any other scores tonight, Joey?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Waiting for it to refresh right now. Wesco High was up 47-24, I believe.
47?
47.
Against
47-23.
Against Nicky Rowe?
Yeah.
They're ahead.
They're ahead.
At one point they were behind, I thought.
They were losing that game. Los Fresnos is going to be going down. Harlingen 24, Los Fresnos 14.
You know, Harlingen is not getting, I don't think Harlingen is getting the respect that they probably should have because they're still a pretty darn good team. Here we go.
Listen to this, 44-0, Vela over Edinburgh.
40-yard line. Rivas
Fumble.
is on the field again. Boy, I'll tell you, right now that ball is slippery out there. And is that another turnover?
That's another turnover, but
That's what I thought.
The Wildcats got it.
And I'll tell you again, Joey.
Timeout.
The problem that time was again the center exchange. The Rivas
Reset
never
the
got
clock.
the football really clean.
59 seconds.
So 59.
5-9.
They're putting 6 more seconds back on the clock. It says 53, but we heard the referee say 59 seconds on the clock. But Joey, what's going on out there hanging on to the football? the weather is beautiful. You can't. You got a nice little wind.
We expected.
You can't blame this on the weather at all.
We expected humidity, but with the wind, the humidity is not that bad.
No, not at all. And what's going on? Both teams having a hard time between the quarterback and the center. I've never seen this many times. And Weslaco East right now just trying to hang on, and they've lost it again. On
59 seconds.
The simplest of plays.
Waiting for the clock to be reset to 59.
Yep. Well, the Bears have it. No, Weslaco did not lose it, Joey.
No, they kept the ball.
I thought we lost the ball on the snap because we sit there and watch the ball hit the floor of the field. It's like a turf out there. I guess you call it the floor almost. But
like a turf or turf.
The floor of the stadium, so to speak. Whoa. Now that deserves a penalty. The center and the quarterback were dropped back real quick. You might call that offsides.
Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Extra offsides, you might say.
Still third down.
But we'll take it. And the clock is still at 59 seconds. This last minute, Joey, has dragged. We had the first
because the fumble.
Well, the first 3 quarters in this ball game moved right along with some tempo. This last quarter, like you said, has been extremely ragged. Not too many style points. Rivas looking around again.
Timeout. Weslaco East.
Looks like the Wildcats want a timeout. Still have 59 seconds left. Are we going to get this thing done tonight or not?
They're dragging on the last minute, Terry.
The first 3 quarters had a real good tempo to it. This last quarter, we've seen a lot of turnovers, ragged play. It's been something else. By both, it's not just one team. It's been by both teams. But if I'm a coach for the Wildcats going into next week, I got to be questioning these last few turnovers. You've got to be able to put a ball game away. And I guess if there's, you're going away happy because you get the win, but you've got to have some motivation to go. What are we going to improve on before next week?
Well, not only that, Terry, they're going to be facing a San Benito team that's pretty darn good.
They're very good on defense, very good. And it's at San Benito, so they will not have the home crowd behind them. So Rivas brings them back out. We're going to try it again here. Still got 59 seconds on the clock. Rivas again. Pitch out to Cuellar.
Cervantes.
30-yard line, still going. Cut back.
Fumble, out of bounds.
Another fumble at about the 22-yard line, but it's going to still belong to Weslaco East. What is going on with that football out there? This is crazy. Even though he got most of the yardage before he dropped the ball, but still.
What's there? I think
every single. It was handling like a loaf of bread, but still. Unbelievable what that football is doing out there.
Well, I mean, look at the way he falls, Terry. That's a hard way of holding on to the ball.
Yeah, that was kind of tricky. But by the time the Bear could get to it, it had rolled out of bounds. But a good run that time by Alex Cervantes.
39 seconds and counting.
Yep, 30. Yeah, the clock is. I don't think anybody can stop the clock. It's down to 30 seconds. Right now is maybe where you take a knee, maybe.
They're in victory formation, so.
Another big push at the middle by big number 78. He is making the center pay for all these kneel downs. In fact, the center, is it Rivas or the center coming out? Somebody's coming out limping a little bit. But the clock is going to go down. It just went down to 5 seconds, Joey. And Weslaco East is going to end up on top here, getting a big district win at home against the Bears from PSJA. Final score here tonight, Weslaco East 27 and the Bears 14. And Joey, for 3 quarters tonight, we had a pretty good football game. The last quarter, I guess you might just call it slightly crazy, huh?
Well, a lot of good plays for the Wildcats coming out.
And some of the highlights here.
And this is one right here. But you talk about stuff that you can take away from this game, both positive and negative. Positive, offensive line did a great job blocking once again. A typical Weslaco East football and running the ball down your throat. You may know where it's coming, where we're going, but they're going to keep on going down your throat whether you like it or not. And the offensive line did their job. Defensively, again, Coach Guzman's defense doing a great job, keeping them in check for mostly the entire game. And then you have PSJA High killing themselves, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of their drives shut down just because of the fact